I won't like his.
The way she treat me. All right. Simply beautiful.
I gotta listen to that shit.
Dude, I can imagine being in the studio and watching this guy. Like, what are you saying? What are you saying? Gotta be the way she treat me. Hey! So what's the name of the song? I don't know what he said the most. Oh, let's name it Simply Beautiful. But
oh man, have you ever seen? I know you've seen this guy because he gets a lot of views. He does. I think he does TikTok. I've seen his reels now on YouTube. It's this skinny black guy with glasses, and he has, I guess, like he does music. I've never really heard and he always imitating like them in the studio. Like the first one I seen was when they did what's that song? Papa Was a Rolling Stone.
Yeah,
it's like the producer, and he's like, it was no, not yet. Doom. It was not yet. Yeah. And he did one with James Brown.
I definitely saw the James Brown one.
You got to see my man when he did "Lovely Day," a lovely day, and when he was holding the note, and everyone was like, they just playing like, oh, he's still going. Oh man. Good morning.
Look at all executive like. You know, I'm sorry that I'm wearing a polo and stuff, man. You gotta give me a heads up, there, B. You gotta give me the heads up. I'm fixing my collar, make sure it's
Hey, never forget. This is what you see here is slave mentality. Trying to get out, but they keep pulling me back
in. Right? Yeah. See, I got this collar on. I got
I put this shirt on because I was like, wow, this one's like a bag on me now. But shoot, I wanna wear the collar with the sweater vest.
Look, I don't want to look like this.
Not because he has to. He wants to. If I have it on, because I chose today.
Yeah,
to put this
right
to be my choose. I chose this.
Right,
it fits better. Right. Fits better when you choose.
Right.
Yeah. When I would go into the office, I just always rocked the bow tie. But everyone else in the office, not Texar, t-shirt, jeans, whatever. Like, nobody's seeing us. I was always coming in with the bow tie. Like, hey, boom, boom, boom. But like I said, it fit better because I wanted to. It was not that I had to.
Right.
And what's wrong being clean?
Be a little clean. You ever go into places like you're overdressed? Like you thought you was going someplace that was a little more.
So I kind of have the
and you
come kind of have the opposite thought. I kind of have the
opposite. I think the opposite's worse. Like at least if you overdressed to a hangout, like you're a little overdressed. If we're gonna start running, you're gonna slip and slide in them shoes. Like, I could tough it out. You can come up, but when you underdressed is, I think, worse.
Yeah.
Right? When you agree? Underdressed. Like, I didn't.
So you know how the nowadays church, the whole come as you are.
He said the nowadays.
All of a sudden those jeans you wore at the club are holy and sanctified, right? Right? So a buddy of mine was like, he was going to come visit my church and all, and it's come as you are. Some people wear shirt and tie, some people don't, right? It's right. Hey, hey, we all here. We're not looking at you. So my buddy goes, hey, what's the attire? And I said, it's come as you are. If you're going to ask me what the attire is to go to church, that's telling me that you don't want to suit up you want to make sure you don't have to suit up. So I'm like, come as you are.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
I'm about to say, I was thinking like, I don't know.
That's not fair. No, because there's culture. There's culture everywhere. And what you're saying is, I want to try and match the culture.
Right. I don't want to stick out. I don't want to be the dude that sticks out. Like, so I'm trying to. I want to just come and kind of blend in because I can. Because I'm not taking it personal. I just want to make sure.
His came as they were, and he was just like he was kind of bummed. Like, hey, I should have told me I could have worn a tie. I said, you should have asked if I could wear a tie. Like, dude.
There's something to be said. I want to say this. There's something to be said, right? Okay. When you think about the whole concept of come as you are, right?
Right.
You want people to not feel ashamed. You're basically trying to take the shame away.
Right. Exactly. They don't go to church.
But here's the part that we miss.
Okay.
There's an old adage. This is not scripture. I'm not quoting scripture. I'm quoting wisdom.
Okay. It's different.
The mindset of Christ is, I love you enough to accept you where you are.
Right.
But I love you too much to keep you that way.
Right.
So the whole concept and the mindset behind come as you are means I want to accept you the way that you are. However, the expectation is that you will grow here.
Yep.
The problem we have in a lot of places is you come as you are. You just keep coming that way.
You stay as you are.
There's no change. And that's what happens to a lot of environments, a lot of fellowships.
Yeah.
We're just too casual. Right. And the reality is, and I'll tell you something, you know that a church is growing when someone comes in their current state and you check in with them a year or two later and they look different. The songwriters, they would say it, right? I looked at my hands and my hands look new. Looked at my feet and they look new too. I mean, we got all these things. There's supposed to be a transformation that takes place.
Right.
But we're settling. We're coming in and we're settling in that comfort.
Okay.
And we don't grow. We don't evolve. One thing I learned, like it's funny. I told my wife this years ago. I said, when we were with the ministry in Sacramento, and we came from LA, and we dressed like folks from LA in Sacramento, and they didn't dress like that in Sacramento. But what I noticed with my wife watching those mothers in the church,
right.
My wife's skirts, just when she went shopping, they just gradually got longer.
Right.
Over time. Nobody gave her a hard time.
Right.
Nobody said, babe, you can't, what they said was, if you're going to present in front of the church, here's the standard.
Right.
But outside of that, just participate. Okay. And over time, you change, you evolve. And that's what happens. And so I think we have to get back to that. Let's be more of an example and less of a judge.
Right.
Because a lot of that behavior and stuff is just rebellion. You can't tell me what to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
With love and kindness have I drawn thee. See, I tell people all the time, you got to love the hell out of them.
Yeah.
Listen,
we all got a lot of hell in us. It has to be loved out.
Yes. I had and I don't know why I remember this message. It's probably been 13, 14 years. And a minister I travel with, he had a message. People shock and awe. He said, hell no, heaven, yes. He paused. He's a clown like that. Hell no, heaven. I don't know. Every time somebody says hell, I always remember that. Don't tell me what he said in the message. I just remember the title. Like, shock. The shock and awe. But yeah, that's real though. Come as you are, but don't stay as you are. And that growth. That growth is big. That growth is big.
So then off of that your statement there, Brian. Do you ask the question, how should I come? You should already know how you come. Maybe you come in with your standard automatically. That's how I do it.
What's that?
I don't ask what the attire is. I come.
Yeah, no, I mean, for someone who does ask, that may be what I'm saying. It can't just be oh, you must not know, or maybe they just want to adjust and meet the culture that's there. Yeah. I'm not saying that's always the case.
When I came down to ATL and we stopped by Senator Hope, I was like, I didn't ask what I should wear. I already had it packed. I'm like, I'm coming in here to slay.
Listen, but the thing you do you, man. You know, that's the great thing about it. I don't think, I'm trying to remember when Jesus rejected somebody wanting to be right, wanting to get right. Yeah. It never happened. So to me, the fact that you show up says everything, right? Why would I, you know, and don't get me wrong, the devil want to go to church too, to stir up mess.
Oh yeah.
Right. But you have,
he's the sharpest one.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. And the word says, and if I be lifted up from the earth, I will draw all men unto me. That's why the only thing we have to do is set our affections above, look into the hills, lift him up, and he'll do the drawing. You know, when we start thinking it's on us to do it, you know, we got a job to do, man. But the job is to lift him up so that the drawing power is in lifting up his name. So I ain't gonna try to turn this into something else. But Rod, what did Rod say? What's not biblical? I was wanting to know what Rod meant.
I don't know.
Maybe you know, come as you are. My title. Maybe come as you are.
I don't know. Yeah, Rod, clarify. You know, we got a delay, and we talk about a lot before people's comments show up. So when someone disagrees with something,
you got an intro for us.
You want the intro? You want the
intro? I need the dance. I need the dance.
You got to do the dance. All right, this is your time to share. Listen, I got Kaneem hanging in the wings. He wants to share some things biblically. So we'll be right back. Something there. Oh gosh. Chris is in the building. Some people still be wearing pajamas to church even after
Kaneem, I like how Kaneem was making sure that bill was proper. He was doing it to the beat.
I see that. He was picking it out.
I'm just so glad that you shortened that thing by half that I'm just elated.
We're just gonna come in with the negative. We're just gonna come in with the negative.
The word of the day is elated.
Elated.
Bro, hey, now mind you, now this is quick, gonna be quick, but it's very, very serious. Man, I had to pee so bad coming on the freeway today. I you know, you rocking in your seat trying to stop yourself from peeing. You know, I'm going back and forth. I'm going back and forth. Pulled into the gas station, like I'm gonna run to the gas station, and the P say, "Stop! You ain't gonna make it." And I was like, "Come on, P!" He's like, "Stop! You ain't gonna make it."
Now.
Hey, dude. Hey, right there by the pumps, with the whole world looking. Yuck! Hey, I hope y'all grown, and I hope ain't no kids watching. Y'all gonna get a show today. It had to go down. Anyway, that's all I have.
Can't be mad.
All right, and it's fresh in the morning too, and I'm out here in Hogansville. What I look like walking around all pissy all day? Is this crazy? Come on now.
Okay.
Ain't gonna happen.
Right, Chris. There we go. Thanks, Chris. Real Talk Wednesday. There
That's it.
Real Talk Wednesday.
It had to be done, fellas. I mean, I know everybody. Well, come on now. I ain't the only one that had to do something ridiculous.
No, you're not.
Okay. Not at all, brother. I don't know if I can share.
Say it out loud on BOL.
But you know my mouth be reckless sometimes. So.
Look, man. I remember I remember commuting from Alpharetta back to Ellenwood, back to Crystal Lake to Hampton.
Right.
And I'd be on my motorcycle. And I would take the freeway at 285 in Boulder Crest. And, I'd have to pee at Memorial Drive.
Oh.
Right. And then I'd be trying to, I'm only 30 minutes from home. And I get to Boulder Crest and I'm on my bike and I'm bouncing up and down.
I knew I wasn't the only one.
You was hitting rumble strips. Right?
There are people. Hey Sam, there are people that saw a man on a Harley. They were like, I wonder why if there's a commuter, he had to pee. You got to pee.
Yeah, man. I know them folks were looking at me like, is this Negro exposing himself? And what is it? Oh my God! Hey, had to come on with it.
Come on with it.
Anyway, how you gentlemen doing today, man? How you gentlemen doing?
Well, good. I am elated that you were relieved.
Oh, even though it rained, it was like a ray of sunshine when I got through. Boy, I was like, ooh, oh my God, I can think now. I could. My brain.
You can't think.
Brian wouldn't function. Hey, people calling me, text messages going on. Hey,
I can't answer right now. I can't. I do too much.
You have one of those embarrassing moments like that, right? Isn't that like the world record in length of time that you're peeing? It'd be like an hour and a half. You're like, yo, can you please, please stop? Stop,
man.
I didn't even drink that much.
I wanted to kick my own behind one day. It was just, I was like, you need to just whoop your behind. Just whoop your own behind. Go find a switch somewhere and whoop your behind. I was like, man, I was so mad that day, man. And it was just like you said, Larry. I was like, okay, that's it. No. I'm talking about, hey, I done peed on myself so much, my back wet. Hey, and I'm sitting up.
Welcome to the Brothers of Legacy. We appreciate you guys for being here rocking with us. I got you right.
Hey, today we talking about pissing on me, and that's what we talking about, piss off.
Senior in the building.
What you got on the topic for today, AD? Let me get you back on topic.
We forgot to apologize for what was about to happen.
Yeah, yes. This is what happens when it's live, because when it's recorded, I can come on in the beginning. Hey, just to let you know, this is going to be an adult conversation. Parental guidance is advised. Oh man. So it's Mental Health Wednesday. Matt couldn't make it today. So I was gonna talk about. Well, we could kind of talk about creating brotherhood, building together. So the direction I wanted to go in, starting off the conversation, is what was friendship like in your teen to young adult years? What was friendship like? Teen to adult years. Okay,
what was friendship like?
What was friendship like? Because when you're younger, like even in my shyness and introvertedness, I would find my way. Because I was, like I've always said, I was technically like I wasn't an only child, but my brother's so much older. Everywhere I went, I was pretty much by myself with my parents. So if I went to the pool with them, they ain't getting in the pool really. So I'm just trying to gravitate like, oh, there's a ball. They throwing it around. Let me see if I can. There you go. All right. Here you go. Like, you know, and then Marco Polo. To try to, you know, find your way gravitating to join in stuff. So, so, you know, it was a different kind, but just going, you know, from your teen to young adult, it's, you know, you got work and then you make a choice of who you hang out with and you make a choice of who you connect with, you know, and, you know, so for you guys, what was that like in that space? So Kaneem, let's start with Kaneem because Kaneem said it was beautiful. And I know you said you grew up around a lot of the guys were older than you. You were the youngest one.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, man.
You gravitated to them.
Oh no, I think it was mutual. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like in the apartment complex that I stayed in, the basketball court was like literally right next to my bedroom. So anytime the ball was down, I could hear them. So I could go outside, you know, and I had my own ball. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so,
there you go.
So that was kind of like, you know, as soon as I hear a ball bouncing, I'm on my way outside. So everybody from the surrounding apartments, they always came over there, so they knew me. Like it ain't that I was popular, but my face was sure enough familiar. You feel what I'm saying? So it was like, oh, I know you. You stay over there in such and such. You stay over there in such and such.
Right.
Like, yeah. What's your name? Blah 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 blah. But that's when I came up with my nicknames that I ain't gonna never tell y'all. But yeah, when I did that, that was and I had one homeboy. When I was real, probably about 10 to about 14, 15, something like that. And it was we were just running buddies. His mama was cool with my mama, and so we was always together. And we would go like literally every day after school. We was together on the weekends. We was together. We was just together all the time. And then once we got into focused on girls, it was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like it was, hey man, I got such, or it'd be me. Hey, I got such. Hey, they're going to the pool. Let's go to the pool. So we'd be at the pool chilling, and all the little girls that we went to school with, they'd be coming over there trying to show out for us, and we was mannish early. So we was challenging them to do stuff. It was almost like manipulation, and we didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't know
everybody around you was doing a certain thing, so you just considered it a normal thing. This is just what we do.
It's like we knew that we had, but all the stuff that we tried usually worked. So that was pretty cool about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, one time cause they were similar in stature, but they was in competition, but they was friends. So we was telling one girl like, I think your bra bigger than hers, and I don't think she can wear your bra. Why don't y'all switch bras and see if your bra fit good than hers? And we just doing stuff like this. Ain't no reason for it. Man, I'll be dog. Hey, they took them bras off and exchanged it.
How old were you?
I'm probably about 13. I guess I'm about 13.
Right.
But my homeboy, he was super cool with me, man. We just and he had a scooter. I don't know if you remember them, but he had a scooter, and his scooter I think it went like 60 or 70 miles an hour. It wasn't a spree.
Electric joints. Okay.
No, it took gas.
Okay. Oh, like the
no, but
like the sit down scooter kind of joints. Those. Or you
No,
saying
it was a 2-seater scooter, but I think the maximum speed limit on it was 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, I got you.
But we was gone, man. I mean, like we all over the city, just what I'm saying. We 13, 14. His daddy bought him that for a birthday gift.
Okay.
We all over the city, just bam, 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 bam. So I got a chance to get out of my neighborhood through him. So now my face is being seen a lot of other places, but they still don't know my name. But yeah, man, I ain't gonna take up all the time. Everybody else got their childhood story.
Oh no.
Yeah,
okay. Just real quick, like fast forward. Let's get out of the 13, 14, like 18.
Oh, you want to go to the adult age?
I'm scared. No, don't worry. We're gonna move the ladder. I'm scared. All right. Corey, he definitely does. I was working on something. I'm gonna just have to switch it up. I had a partner in mind, but we'll parlay that. Larry in the building. What was your experience like? Because I swear Kadeem is like no other that I've heard, and I'm scared if I meet some other folks with Kadeem level experience. This dude, I'm scared. Every time you got to tell a story, when he's young, it's scary. Go ahead.
Kadeem's and my stories are exactly unalike.
Brian McCory,
unalike.
Oh, unalike. Okay.
Yeah. So, man, I go to the wrong area. Kadeem, I want to be your friend. I'm glad I'm your friend now.
Views expressed not
necessarily the position of Brothers of Legacy as an organization, as a platform.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is all. Everything I said had to do with me. Ain't had nothing to do with Brothers Legacy. I take all responsibilities for my actions.
Okay. All of our listeners know. They know.
Right. They know.
Yeah, for me it was more so, hey, we was a friend for a moment, and I just moved on. I didn't
keep
value or felt the need of long-term friendships.
Okay.
And I guess as I got closer to high school, I started developing some of those relationships, but then it didn't get past graduating. So
okay. I got you. Listen.
But I was more at the time. I was more like I didn't deal with like knuckleheads. If I thought there was knuckleheads or something like that, I'm like up to no good. Oh, I'm gonna go. They're like they'll be at the.
Give about 5 tips.
They'll be at the corner store while we at the bus stop, and I'm thinking they're like, they're like, you want something from the store? I'm like, oh yeah, give me a coffee cake, right? They come out, give me a coffee cake, and he was like, yeah, I stole that. I'm like, you won't give me this? You won't give me some stolen goods? You tell me you stole it after I consumed it?
I stole
my parents didn't give me money to go to buy stuff, whatever. I'm a project kid, but I was like, man. So he got canceled. Anybody else? Like that? I would cancel you in a moment.
Oh wow!
One friend from high school, he was like, "Yeah, Larry, I boost cars or whatever." And I'm like, "What do you do with the car afterwards?" He was like, "Oh, I crash it," and I'm like, "Dude." The people whose car that was, their hard-earned money, would have wanted their car back. He was like,
"Hold on." So you had that thought when you was young?
Yeah, yeah. So guess what? Wow.
Shout out to you, brother.
He got canceled.
He got canceled too.
and then a couple months later, he come up to me and said he had his come to Jesus moment. He said, "Larry, I'm not doing it no more. I got out of it, whatever." And I was like, you know what? That's great.
You uncanceled him.
I uncanceled him. For 2 weeks.
You tried to avoid the mess. You was like, I'm trying not to get in.
I avoided the mess. Yeah, but what I did feel bad about was, 2 weeks later he was at a party and at the let out and shots went off and he got shot in the leg and it hit that artery or whatever and bled out. Yeah, so didn't make high school graduation, but I'm glad we got we got to rekindle our friendship before that happened.
Right.
Yeah. So, but then I stopped canceling people.
You said then you stopped.
I stopped canceling. I don't want that feeling no more.
Okay.
I just knew what I would work with. All right. Oh, that's what you do. Okay.
right. You just kind of limit your connection. Like, yo, I'm going. Okay, you go, and I'll see you later. You know, because I feel like I'm gonna be an accomplice in whatever mess you're about to get into.
Exactly.
Okay. That's cool. All right.
Come on, Brian. Give it to us, but bring it on home, Brian. Bring it on home, brother. Bring it on home.
Listen, we were wide open, man. As young teenagers, 13, 14, we were wide open, man. Everything went. It was complete transparency, because everybody knew everybody's business. Wow. We were all cut from the same cloth. You walk outside the door, like you can name, like we had 4 boys in the house. So sports and stuff, we were half the team. So we were always going to be relevant,
Right. Wow.
And it was just one of those situations. You got to think about it, man. Everybody lived, in our neighborhood, everybody was on the block. Merchant. I lived on Merchant, Long Street, and all my friends was on Merchant or right off Merchant. For the most part, we get together. You hear some noise, you get up, you go outside. It was just that simple. You fight, and then an hour later, you're friends again. That's what it was. It was bicycles and skateboards and roller skates and and breaking stuff, playing with animals, hurting stuff. We did everything, man. I mean, around the world between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. We went around the world in a day. Wow. It's amazing the things we got accomplished between the time the sun came up and the time the streetlights came on.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Absolutely. The adventures. I mean, it's like stuff you see on TV. We did that stuff daily. Yeah. It's amazing how you could. It's almost like you put a whole month into a day. It's crazy. And so our relationships were such that, we got along, right? Because everybody had the same problems.
Right.
There was no, think about it. If everybody broke, there's no comparison. Right.
I got a tad bit more. I think my mama got a bonus. I got a tad bit more than you got this month.
No, and that was the difference on ours, man. Because don't get me wrong, we was in the middle of the hood.
Okay.
It was close to the projects, but it wasn't a project. Let me say it was just a bad complex. Right. But everybody had like levels. You know what I'm saying? And the same, like you might see somebody in a candy coated Jaguar with white interior, buttons, diamond tuck leather, but they stayed in the park complex. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, dog, don't. Now this is in the '80s. Your car cost about $80,000 in the '80s. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you stand next to me where me and my mama get food stamps, the actual paper food stamps. You feel what I'm talking about?
Right.
So it was kind of levels. So for a young person like myself, and looking up to these cats that's driving these fancy cars and they got ballet suits and lotto shoes and you know what I'm saying? They just I'm talking about they just looking like a video right outside my front door, but they living standards the same as mine. I just ain't got the car. But yeah, man, it was crazy because they was our mentors. They were our champions. They were our people we looked up to. And those were bad influences that we had to look up to. Now that I'm older, I can see that.
Right, you can see it now. Like, ooh.
Yeah. We talking about 40 years later. You know what I'm saying? I can see that. But back then, oh man, I can't wait till I go get my Oldsmobile '98. I can't wait. I'm going straight to Ike. I'm gonna give me peanut butter guts. I'm gonna get that candy apple red. I'm putting elbows and bows on there. I'm putting straps on the trunk. I'm gonna put a lady on my hood. I'm gonna put my name on the headrest.
Confession time.
For us, we just needed 4 wheels. If you start driving and it turns on and there's gas in it, we out.
Pilot, I got shotgun.
But here's the thing. But think about this, because I say that because, like, even when it was bicycles, right? If someone got a new bike, was a rare occasion, But if you didn't have a bike, we went and found the parts and we built the bike.
Gotcha.
That's what we did, because wasn't nobody getting new bikes and stuff. I remember when my brother got a new bike, it was like the moment of the year, right? Because my brother Paul got a BMX. I still don't remember who paid for the bike. I don't even know, but he got a brand new BMX. Mom, who bought that bike? I don't even remember. But it was a moment, right? It was a moment. But it was during a time where, we was putting bikes together. You had the mag wheels, you had the streamers, you had the stretchers on the seat, the banana seat with the sissy pole, and, we riding wheelies and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I mean, that's what we were doing. And those bikes you couldn't find in the store. You had to build those, Man, cars, it was just like we just wanted to be able to drive. It didn't matter. As long as it had four wheels, you was big time if you was driving a car. Didn't matter what kind of car it was.
See, we were like last friend. We were rent, but we wouldn't steal a car. Even though I knew how to steal a car, we wouldn't steal a car. We would rent the cars and just dog them out. You know what I'm saying? But we wouldn't tear them up as far as crashes. We give them back who we rented to, so that we can rent it again. You know what I'm saying? So that was our thing. That's how I learned how to do donuts. I'm riding on two wheels around the corner. So literally, I was doing some NASCAR stuff way back in the day.
You know how to do donuts, Kenny?
How that, bro?
My mom had a boyfriend back in '84, somewhere around there.
Don't look at him different, Mr. McCord.
He had a Mercury Cougar. It was two-tone.
Pretty fast, though.
It was a two-tone Mercury Cougar with the half vinyl top on the back. Two-door. Yeah. The Cougar. Yeah. It was nice, man. It was nice. And he would let me drive it. Now I didn't know he wanted me. He let me drive it to get me out of the house.
Oh no! Yeah, right. I think it wasn't about me. It was about me being gone.
Mr. I would have to ask Jeff what kind of motor. Jeff, what kind of motor had it now? 402 or factory 350?
Those cars could move. They could scoot, man. And I learned how to do donuts in that man's car.
Really? Okay.
On purpose.
Yeah. Mr. Durwood. Okay, Mr. Durwood was this old white man that lived next door to us. He lived upstairs above this garage next door to us. Okay. And man, he was the funniest dude on the planet. He put ketchup in his macaroni and cheese.
Oh yeah, Mr. Durwood. Yeah, I'm glad you went in on put his ethnicity up first. I know.
Watch this though. He taught me this. It's not going to make any sense what I'm getting ready to say, but I learned this. I learned this in like 1975. 1976. Ooh. This is what he said to me.
I was stealing my mama on.
He's a smarty pants. He goes, I get it. He go, okay, smarty. Thought you had a party, but don't forget what your teacher taught, because you'll be sorry if you get caught. Gonna help tell your mommy and see if she don't care. You're nothing but a smarty pants. So there. Mr. Durwood taught me that in like 1976, and it's still in my head today.
Mr. Durwood was an old white rapper. Wow.
He smoked Paul Malls with no filter.
Wow. Okay.
All right, Mr. Durwood. Mr. Durwood sounds like he's pretty good dude.
Oh, he was a good guy.
Nice.
And he taught us how to jump off the roof too.
Oh, nice. See.
He was good.
Yeah, I got to smash it all back now.
Right.
No,
Mr.
Durwood was drunk. Hey, I got them little Negroes jumping off the roof. Come on over. Hey, come check it out, Bobby. Come check it out. Watch this. Hey Brian, remember what I taught you? Go ahead and show it. Go ahead, show
Hey, he was reliving his youth with us, with full of black boys, man. It's funny.
Oh yeah, no man. My childhood was outstanding, man. I ain't gonna even lie, man. Even though it was mischievous, it was devious, it was a lot of criminal mischief and activity going on. Man, I tell you, I had a good childhood, man. I ain't gonna even lie.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
I'm proud. If I would have had some structure, if I would have had some guidance, if I would have had a male figure that was giving me positive influence, man, I could have been great.
Oh, yeah. I think about like what you said, Kaneem. It's crazy the stuff you learn. Like you said you learned how to like hotwire a car. You could start a car. You know, you could.
No, it was screwdriver, bro. Screwdriver.
Oh, screwdriver. I'm just saying, like
punching in, turn it like a key.
But I'm just saying, like you learning, you know, like someone was to teach you technical stuff. Like you had the technical know how to remember certain things, and I'm sure you did a lot of different mischievous stuff with electronics and stuff, you know, like, but if someone would have guided you, like, hey, let me show you how to work this air conditioner, you know, like, let me show you how to install it, you know, install certain things. You learn this stuff later, but then you would have had the foundation. Like, even, I'm like you, McCoy, I was going all day. Like, my day started about 10, sometimes 9, you know, if it's getting real good, and we going all day. We all over town. We've been to the mall, you know, either we take a bus if we had money, or we walk there and we walk back. You know, it's amazing. Like, we were just gone. We were in the woods. We was just everywhere, everywhere doing everything. Even got into the high school one time, you know. So I think we was on the roof during graduation. We didn't realize it, and that was our only way off, where they were sitting. So we like crouched down, crawling, you know, like it was like just everywhere.
Hey, tripped out there. I went to 2 senior proms and didn't graduate from high school.
Wow.
That was a proud moment. I went to senior prom my freshman year of high school, and I went to senior prom my junior year of high school. Then I dropped out and got my GED.
Okay.
But anyway, Texas Southern University, HBCU. That's where I got my GED from. Okay. But anyway, I gotta go, y'all enjoy the day, man.
You was yelling at somebody. I didn't know they're gonna give you some time. You was hollering at somebody or something.
Oh, they ain't got no choice. You know what I'm saying? You out there, hey, y'all have a good one, man.
All right, brother. Appreciate you. So yeah, like, just, and I mean, like, I think about now, like my children. I get like we got woods in the back, but there's not a lot of kids around here. I don't know. It's different. I think I'm gonna keep it real. I think my fears are different. You know, our parents, they would just, all right, then you wake up, you just by yourself. You know, like they care, but it's just like, just don't die. You know, like just don't kill yourself, don't poison yourself, don't eat something that you know you ain't supposed to be eating. You know, and we just gone all day. Like, do you feel like it's different? Like, and you too, like you feel like, because yours are, you know, yours are bigger, mine are getting there, but like, could you have let your children just kind of run off and disappear for hours?
No, the world is different. You know, it's amazing how wide open this world is because of social media, and yet we're so closed in. We're so shut down. You know, I think back in those days, and remember this, back in those days, neighbors knew each other.
Right.
You know, and I still try to practice that stuff today, you know, but that's it. You know, I tried to find what I grew up with.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's difficult because neighbors don't talk to each other. You probably have a ton of children around you. You just don't know they're there because the grownups aren't talking.
Yeah. True.
You know,
that's true.
Yeah. And so I think that it's just the world is different. Neighborhoods are different. The social makeup is different. It doesn't mean that those types of environments don't exist. It's just that there are fewer of them. And that's just the reality of where we are because the evolution of the world and human nature. the behavior of mankind. You know, we're much more dangerous. We're much more riskier than we were back then. You know, when Kaneem was talking about hot wiring cars, I'm like, man, I was too afraid of getting a whooping.
Right.
That's
what kept me out of trouble.
I want to be that person.
Yeah,
that kept me out of trouble. Caught. I didn't want to.
Yeah, it doesn't mean we didn't, you know, take candy from the store. You know, I remember. I remember stealing a do-rag.
Yeah.
I took a do-rag. You know, back in the day when we first started learning how to put waves on our hair and all that, and everybody wanted to get a do-rag. I didn't have money for a do-rag, but my friends were like, man, just go up to the pharmacy. Go up to the pharmacy. You can get it. Just put it in your pants. Come walk right out. Ain't nobody paying attention. What? It's that easy? It's the only. Listen, I'm telling you something, man. I went into a store with the total motivation plan to take something without paying for it. I did that. And then I watched and I walked out.
Right.
And when I walked out of the store, was walking home, I was freaking out because until I got home, I thought the police were coming. Until I got in the door. That's how scary it was. Now, what's interesting is it's not the same fear as taking a piece of candy.
Right. Absolutely.
I felt like this was something that had a label on it. Yeah, a price tag on it.
Right.
And I took it.
This is above 5 cents. This is above 5 cents.
Like, you could go to jail.
This is jail time right here.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is like that was a big deal to me. But hot wiring a car, man, ain't no way in the world.
Like I was this close to being kind of part of that a little bit. Because someone was actually talking about how to hot wire. I remember like how to hot wire a motorcycle. You know, and like I was in earshot and someone was like, shh. And my man was like, nah, he good, you know, and he just kept talking, you know. And had I not have that fear of my parents, you know, I might have slid over there like, how you do that? You know, I had a lot of, you know, I was more afraid of, like I had some homeboys, they would steal from Tower Records. And foolishly, they created a schedule of stealing. They would go same day, same time, all the time. they of course, you know the thing you realize when you're older, like, oh, these fools kept going the same day, same time, in and out, in and out, not buying nothing, in and out.
You had an inside man. That's why.
Right. And I had a fear of getting caught by security and having to call my parents. I wasn't scared about jail. I didn't want to be the one in the security booth calling my parents like, where you at? See what happened. Can you come get me? Because I felt like my dad, you know, my mom probably come. My dad was like, yeah, I'll be there when I get there. Whatever they about to do, they're gonna do to you. You know, like, so yeah, because I used to go and they got caught, and you know, they asked what I would. I was like an accomplice almost, like I was their eyes, the lookout. And yeah, like I couldn't do it myself, which is still stupid. I'm still with them. I was the lookout. Yeah, I was always, you know, I couldn't stick it in my. I'm like you, Brian. I'm shook. I've been scared somebody behind me the whole time.
I went on to do other stuff, but like stealing.
Yeah.
I remember I was a lookout once. I never went back with them dudes again. I was with my brother. I'm like, never again. Y'all going to jail. That's what I said.
Right. Oh no.
Yeah. And both the cats ended up in prison. It happened. You know, and I had that reputation. People say to me later on, they said to me later on in life, Brian, you always knew when to go home.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Or knew not to go. I knew when. I'm good. I'm gonna be home. Yeah. I'm good right here. I'm gonna go hang out, watch the TV. I'm not going nowhere. Yeah,
I'm gonna go call Sabrina.
Right.
Y'all could do what y'all doing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, go do right. Go do what you're gonna do. Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, like certain levels of stealing. Like I can't say I thought about people's property. I won't say that. I think it's just a fear of getting caught. And then even like I probably could fathom the idea of stealing like small stuff. Like you said, like under 10 cents. That's not, you know, what anything with a real price, I felt like I'm gonna do jail time. They're gonna throw me in jail, So that, and like I said, more of my parents in jail. I think it was I was like, come get me, please. Just take me to jail. Don't you ain't gotta call. We'll deal with them later. Like, just take me to jail.
You remember those remember the grates at the school? You go to the school and you had that grate. It was like the gate that closed. It had a padlock on it, and down at the bottom, like the janitors. Because I don't know if you guys remember anything like that, but there was like a 8-foot or 9-foot drop down to the bottom where you know what I'm talking about? Okay. And so one day, me and my friends were out, and we used to sit on those grates, sit down, have a conversation, whatever, play games, do something. And my friend Troy, one day Troy had he probably had about $15 or $20, 5, a couple of tens, and maybe, whatever he had. And he dropped it. It fell down in the grate to the ground.
Oh, wow.
And we were planning to go spend that money on something.
Right.
That was funny. Troy probably stole that money from somewhere.
I got you.
But the plan was to go do something with that money, and the money fell down in the grate. We racked our brains trying to figure out how to get that money out of the bottom of that grate. It was folded up together. So somebody had some coins in their pocket, and we're like, oh, let's get some gum, and we could stick the gum to the end of something. But we didn't have anything to stick the gum to.
Okay.
We went house to house looking in garbage, and we found wood trim. Wow. We found some strips of wood trim. Okay. And we had to get the wood trim. Now watch this now. We got wood trim, got string, tied the trim together with string. Now, it's not going to hold. You don't think it's going to hold. We tied it tight enough. We put 2 pieces of wood together like this, and tie string on both ends, this end, on that end, and we tied it the same knot you used to tie your shoe.
Wow.
Okay.
And we went up to the convenience store and we bought a bunch of bubble gum.
Yeah.
We got the bubble gum, we put it on the tip of the trim, stuck that trim down in there, and we started pulling it out, and we getting close. Stick your hand down there. Get your hand, stick your hand. we got man, the celebration was like you hit the lottery, dude.
We got the money. That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Oh man, that was a day. Wow. Now that was a sense of accomplishment, and that's what me and my friends did.
Right. Small stuff, small big stuff, because that's a lot of money right there. Back then, that's a lot.
I know it had to be at least $15.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lot. We can have a party. We gonna have a good time today.
Yeah,
good time today. Oh, yeah. It's I'm like you, Larry. Well, I never cut anybody off. I probably didn't talk to them as much. Like if they said or did something, I kind of just distanced myself. Like, hey, just what up? I just stopped hanging with them or whatever.
Anger, your full blown anger lasted about an hour.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the full blown. Yeah, you're right. Full blown was about an hour. And either
me and my friend Chris James got in a fight. We got in a knockdown, drag out, fisticuffs in an apartment building on a stairwell. We was going. Both of our ears was pierced, and both of us got our earrings snatched out of our ears. We rolling, we tussling.
Right.
And I'm telling my mom, we were at Tamala's house, Zoe Murphy, and we was and we fought, and then I left. I went home. He went home. This was a Friday, probably 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening. Went home, didn't talk to anybody for the rest of the night. Saturday morning, he calls me up.
What you doing?
What you doing?
What you doing?
Nursing myself back to health. What you doing? Man, I don't want to fight you no more, man.
Right.
I don't want to fight you no more either, Negro.
Right.
I ain't say Negro, but you know how it works.
Right. Oh yeah.
What you doing today, man? Oh, I'll be out in a minute. All right, cool. Let's meet up at the, and that's what it was, and we didn't make up that Friday because it was in the evening. So we both just went home, man.
Better go home.
But by Saturday, we was back at it again. That's what it was. Yeah. So, and that's what it was with everybody. You didn't stay mad long.
Right.
Nowadays, folks stay mad for years.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Cut you off, and that's all you hear. I'm gonna cut you off.
Yeah.
Cut you. I'm like, nah, stop all of that, man.
Yeah, I think the whole cutoff thing. Yeah, and I don't know. I might be. I don't know. Kids may do it now too.
They do.
Yeah, like I don't know. But you know what it is?
Today, you got to remember today. What do they? Today they block.
Oh, right.
Block them.
Block them.
They block you.
Get you out of my life.
They stop following you.
Right.
Social media.
Right.
Yeah.
But then now back then I'm gonna see you again. I'm gonna see your face. You're my homeboy.
But nowadays you turn the screen off. You don't see anybody because no one visits anymore.
No,
which is crazy.
Yeah,
but again, that just validates that it's a different world today.
Absolutely,
and you have to work at it. You really have to work at getting face to face, having fellowship. I tell my children, I told them years ago, I said, it's amazing. You can have 5 young people, 12 to 14 years old, sitting in a room. No one is talking. Everybody's looking at their phone.
Right.
Are you texting each other from the same room?
Yeah.
Right.
Is that now? I tell my family, do not text me from inside the house.
Right.
Don't do that.
Oh man, come see me. Come see me.
Yeah, come see me.
But yeah, so when you friendships now take work. They just even as adults, you're busy, you're doing. So it's really being intentional. Like back in the day, it was just all you had was school and friendships.
Yeah.
school, friendships, and sleeping. And now it's like friendships become so optional. Because you're going and running about life, or you might make friends at work. They're work friends because they're like, I don't know if I invite them to the crib. They're cool right here. Like we good conversations right here.
Well, that's what Kaneem was talking about before. He said when you have a get together, are those people invited?
Right.
Well, for me, they wouldn't be invited because they're far away. But and what's interesting is I know my neighbors, but if I have something at my house, which I rarely do anyway, but I think that's just because when you live such a public life, home becomes your sanctuary.
Yeah.
So I think it's just different. And so my person, because I love people, I love family, I love fellowship, I love all of that. But when you spend most of your time in front of people, in people's faces and all of that, and you get home, you're not trying to have a bunch of people at your house. It's just the reality for me. And it's not that I don't want the fellowship. It's just that I have to have time to recover to be able to go and do what I have been doing for the last 30 years. So I think that the dynamics, they vary depending on what the culture of your life is. But I do believe that if my coworkers lived closer, they would be at my home more frequently. Because when I travel, I have to go to Nashville in March.
Right.
I'm not going to stay in a hotel. I'm going to stay up at Nate's place. Right. I'm going to go a couple of days early. Me and Julio, because we're back to working for the same company, we're going to go a couple of days early, stay up at Nate's place, and then go to the meeting from there. We don't even have to. And what's interesting is, the company will expense the hotel, and I'll never have to expense that because Nate lives close enough to downtown.
Wow.
So that's friendship to me.
Right.
It's not in town.
Absolutely. Okay. All right. What's our word today? Oh, I think Kaneem said our word today, but what was your word today?
His word was elated. To be extremely excited.
Extremely excited. And also today is, hold on, let me get it out there. Where'd I have it? My brain. Come on, phone. Yeah, I lost it. Okay. Today is Just Do It Day. Today is Just Do It.
Nike Day.
Yeah, all right. Nike Day, is it?
Just do it. That's their slogan. Just do it.
Whatever you got going on, whatever you've been thinking about doing, do it today. Do it today. As long as it's legal.
Yeah.
Do it today. Do it today. BOL's on the legal side. Do it today. So listen, we appreciate you guys for rocking with us and hanging with us this day and being a part of all that we do. We look forward to
and again, we apologize for anyone that might have been offended by
any offense that we might have said or done. Sometimes, and honestly, like sometimes in the conversation, I'm like, I don't think we'd said anything wrong. Until somebody says, you said something wrong. Like, what did we say?
Even if you didn't, nobody cares.
All right. So we look forward to seeing you guys next. Larry, is that for my dog? Hello, Brooklyn.
Oh, I guess so.
Or you shouting out Brooklyn the place.
Jay-Z song. Hello, Brooklyn. How you doing?
I don't think I heard that song.
I know I haven't.
Oh man, it's an oldie but goodie.
Okay. All right. So 2 songs. I think. Okay. So what's the other? Okay. I'm sure Brian heard the song. The song we was talking about before we started with
Lovely Day.
Not Lovely Day. Remember your song the beautiful.
Oh, Simply Beautiful.
Simply Beautiful by
Al Green.
Al Green. You know that song?
Because
we were talking about he didn't really say anything much in the song. It was more just what do you say, humming or beating?
Sound effect. Make a sound effect.
I know. I was looking it up.
He was just cooning.
I wish you could just play music now, but now you can't do that anymore. Not live.
Let's see. Words, lyrics.
Right.
So Simply.
All right.
So
So we appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you for hanging out with us. We all got some homework. Hello, Brooklyn and Simply Beautiful by Al Green. We're going to come back and talk about it. Tomorrow is Thursday. Let's see. He said, oh, Mr. We're past kneeling. Don't mind me. Always say this when I hear his name. He said, oh, Mr. We're past kneeling. Oh, don't mind me. Always say this when I hear his name. To my Al Green. I got to look that up. I'm a little lost. Rod, forgive me. All right, so listen, 988, you or someone you love is having a mental health crisis. Make sure you dial 988. Jay-Z. Oh, right. We're past Jay-Z, no doubt. Forgot about that. We appreciate you guys for being here and rocking with us. Another edition of Brothers Legacy. Like I said, 988, you or someone you love is having a mental health crisis. Make sure you dial 988. And as always, know that we love you. Jesus loves you better. Stay safe, make good choices. And we will see you in the AM. Peace out.